outside. She can control that ball very well.
I think that's the only opportunity she's going to get to play the drop shot, Betsy, is off the return of serve, and that's a tough one. But if she wants to use that tactic, she's not going to get too many other chances out of it. Precision and power on that return of serve. It was a short serve and it was dealt with very harshly by Graf.
The serve of Zvereva is very attackable, especially the second serve. She really doesn't get much on it at all.
Well, she's not going to give her anything, Betsy.
No, certainly not, and rightly so. I know that, let's get another look at this last point where she wrong foots Zvereva, who's looking for the backhand. I know that Steffi Graf believed in the semifinal match against Gabriela Sabatini. She felt that was really the finals of this event. Both girls felt that. Martina and Chris both out. .30. Good backhand slice from Steffi Graf. I must say that Natalia Zvereva is a really pleasant girl, good personality, which is reflected upon her coach, Olga Morozova, who was the last Russian in the finals of the French Open in 1974.
Well, Graf's not giving an inch there, just putting the pressure on the youngster from the Soviet Union, and she now leads 4 games to love.
Look at the depth Steffi Graf gets on those ground strokes, and then the power of that forehand. Just catching Zvereva totally helpless.
Well, Zvereva made a good approach there and tried to be a little more aggressive off the forehand, but didn't quite move well enough to cover the volley. But she's beaten some great players to get here, and it's a shame that she just hasn't been able to get a couple of games in this final. Because you can see with her attitude out there now, Betsy, she is just scared.
Exactly. Well, she's ranked 15 in the world, and you don't get to be 15 in the world on our WITA computer without having some tremendous results. But she is only 17 years old, and she seems like such a younger 17-year-old than this woman, Steffi Graf, who is just so composed and mature out there. Since she's a real adult.
And there it is, 40-15, another stinging forehand from Graf.
You can see Zvereva's always 1 or 2 steps slow to the ball. Doesn't even make an effort for that one.
And there's the 8.
Far, it's been an absolute slaughter.
Well, it looks as though Steffi Graf is going to go into the record books here because the least number of games was 13 games, as I mentioned, 1926, 6-1, 6-love. And this young lady's played well enough to go into the record books as a 6-love, 6-love victory, but I just feel so sorry for the young lass from the Soviet Union, but she has just been overwhelmed today and is just not in the same class.
You got to give Graf credit too, because she's continued to concentrate well, and she's trying to get this over with as quickly as possible.
Well, that's one thing that champions learn at a very early age, and is that you don't give anybody anything. You get on that court, you play your match, and you get into the showers as soon as possible. It'll be interesting to see if Steffi tries to wing a couple more here.
Now it's match point. 34 minutes. So in just 34 minutes of actual playing time, we take another look at match point. Steffi there being congratulated by her coach and then kissed by her father. Second time now Steffi Graf has won the French Open back-to-back. Her third Grand Slam title, having also won this year in Australia. So that's 2 legs on the Grand Slam. And of course we'll have a ceremony. Fred, what can you say? She was just, here's again the look at match point, and Steffi gets this lob up, and it was just high enough where Zvereva couldn't do much with it, and then appropriately beaten with her forehand. So there it is, 6-love, 6-love. Never happened before in the women's final. So she's in the record book.
What more could you say? They roll out the red carpet now for Steffi Graf and make the presentation, and the youngster has to feel very proud that she did reach the final, Natasha Zvereva, but the pressure and the stroke production was just too tough.
Betsy, anything to add?
Well, Tony, I think Zvereva is a much better tennis player than everybody in Australia just got to see. Unfortunately, I just think the occasion for her was just so overwhelming that she was just a nervous wreck, I believe, and just wasn't able to really gather herself together and play the kind of tennis that I've seen her play for a year. But she'll be back. She's only 17, and she's a terrific kid, and I wish her the best of luck.
Well, I think your comment earlier was very apropos also, that at 18 years of age, Steffi Graf seems much more mature than the 17-year-old Zvereva, who really has been out playing out of the Soviet Union just for a couple of years. Steffi Graf has been in 5 Grand Slam finals now, has won 3 of them, and I'm sure she's going to win many, many more, Fred.
Almost definitely, and I think she's got a chance at Wimbledon this year on the grass. She's got through to the final there. Martina will be ready again. Chris will be ready. So will Sabatini and a few others. But Steffi Graf has a purpose, and she would like to win the Grand Slam, and she's done a great job here in this final.
So Steffi Graf, for the second time in 2 years, makes the nice walk up the red carpet. will be presented the Suzanne Longlon Trophy by Françoise Dur, who was a winner here. That is Nellie Adamson. Of course, Steffi. There's Françoise Dur on the right, handing her the trophy. And a very worthy champion indeed is Steffi Graf. A workmanlike job.
C'est maintenant le tour de Natasha Zvereva.
And now for photographers will make room. Natasha Zvereva will work her way through.
De coupe s'effectue en présence
I'm sure she's
de Margaret Court, 5 fois gagnante du tournoi ici même.
She should be proud of having gotten to the finals, being congratulated by Philippe Chatrier, and she will receive her trophy.
Plusieurs fois gagnante des internationaux.